News Channel 7. Time for 7 First Alert weather.
Well, first of all, I'll start off with, I know it's early for this kind of thing that's going to be taking place. Well, as you go outside right now, of course, you can see we've had the time change, right? A little earlier sunset in the evening, a little earlier sunrise. That part is kind of nice. For tomorrow, some of these gusty winds, and you know, I always point out the wind chill, so comfort level on tomorrow. You know, we're going to be getting some snow, and wind chills for the day will not be probably about 28 to 31 degrees. Yeah, I say it with disgust. Anyway, that's the case for tomorrow, so it is going to be a cold day, some big changes that are taking place. First of all, in the futurecast, here's one computer model. Let me show you what it's showing here. Yeah, it starts out as rain. This is 11:30 for tonight, and then you'll notice that it quickly turns over into snow. This is by 1 to 1:30 tomorrow morning. This is the big part of this storm system, which makes it very difficult to forecast, that 2 to 3 hour change in the temperature. Because at 1 o'clock in the morning, if this changes over to snow, it could snow all morning. And that could produce some pretty good accumulation. That's when we're talking about the 2 to 4 inches. Now, as you go along with this, it shows that the snow stops by about 11 o'clock in the morning. And by that time, we're looking at some sunshine in the afternoon, but those really cold temperatures and the cold wind chills. Now, let me show you just another computer model here. This one shows rain and rain-snow mix at 10 o'clock. But you know, it doesn't really show it changing to snow until 5:30 in the morning. That means less snow, if that's the case. We're all talking about that temperature switch and when that's going to happen, because it's very difficult to talk about. When you take a look here at the southwest Idaho flow that's coming in, and right now moisture is coming in at this point. Of course, another factor, of course, is the rain shadow effect, but it doesn't appear like it's having too much effect on this as this snow starts coming up here from the south. And as you can see, this is in the higher elevations so far. Let's take a closer look at this storm. The low is off the coastline, and when that moves to our south for tomorrow, it's going to draw in colder air from the north as well, and that's your mixture for the snow. So in this case, there's an advisory that's in the area that could be anywhere for as high as this. This is for tomorrow as you see some of the snow, and this is just to prepare you. Boise is like along the foothills, so because of that, it's more likely that they're around 3.5 inches somewhere along through there. But that's just one model. Let me show you another one. Now with this one, it's showing less, and that's because the snow in this model begins later in the morning, and it's possibly 1 inch to 2 inches along through there. And then you can see the heavier snow should be coming down actually in the Sun Valley area, Stanley. When you get over to McCall, not as much, but there's probably about 2 to 4 inches of snow there. So the main thing is be careful in the morning. Follow Jim Duthie. He starts at 5 o'clock. He'll give you the very latest before you go out. Take that extra time for tomorrow morning. You're looking at the temperatures around the Magic Valley, also throughout most of the Central Mountains as well as the Western Mountains. As you look at the temperatures through there, right around 30 degrees. Down here in the valley, highs will basically be into the 40s and only 37 for Boise. So you can see why we could have that wind chill between 25 to 31 degrees. So we talked a lot about tomorrow, but it clears out in the afternoon, and then we've just got cold conditions. Temperatures dropping down into the mid-teens at night, 15, 16, 17 degrees. Daytime highs barely above freezing. It appears this is going to hold on at least through the weekend. Thanks for joining me. If anything changes, which it could, we'll have that, of course, at 10 o'clock this evening. We'll be back with more in just a moment.